Life purpose is joy. As simple as that. And the highest purpose of your life is to be yourself, completely, to the best of your ability, and realize all of your dreams, because you deserve everything and much more. You deserve a life of happiness, of abundance, of meaningful relationships, creative projects, passion, success, adventure. You came to this reality to live each moment as fully as you possibly can. Because this life is just a bountiful opportunity to learn to love, to live, an opportunity for you to remember and become your true self, who and what you really are all about. Not what others think you ought to be, not what a system expects you to be, but what you know in your heart you are, what you know in your heart you wish and desire to be, and then fulfilling and experiencing that reality. Your purpose is to manifest a joyful, abundant, exciting life in which you are experiencing a constant ecstatic unfoldment towards the highest idea you can have of yourself. And in the process, share the love, creating and co-creating with others abundant new realities of increased peace, joy, and harmony for all. The time for your awakening is now. The awakening is what's going to happen to you now. You attracted this information because your timing is right. I'm just a reflection of your willingness to remember more about who you truly are. But this, all of this, it's your creation, and you're giving it all to yourself. Okay, let me put it this way. The awakening is the change of perspective that the human race desperately needs today. There is simply too much confusion, too much lies, stress, anxiety, judgment, division, too much fear, too much pain. You don't need those anymore. Those are old survival tools and programming that probably served you in the past. You needed them in order to survive. But rejoice, because the time must come for us to collectively awaken to a greater reality, to set aside the old programming that the human race has been living on for millenniums. The time has come for us to awake and extract ourselves from the matrix of survival, of fear, of judgment, division, pain, and separation. Because the dream of forgetfulness is now ending, and the dream of awakening has begun. Today, it's a new day, because the time has come for you to awake to who you truly are, to remember your divine heritage so you can live your physical life to the fullest you possibly can, by acting on your highest joy, on your highest excitement, on your passions, on the things that are most naturally you at any given moment. It's time for you to remember your true place within this universe. Because realizing your dreams and living your physical life to the fullest is the most spiritual thing you can do. It's what will allow you to be of best service to yourself and to everyone else simultaneously. And that is how we're going to manifest heaven on planet Earth. If you do a little bit of research, you will find that the concept that reality is just an illusion is an idea that is reestablishing in our mass agreed upon reality. The number of movies, books, and creative expressions revolving around this idea are endless. And actually, this concept is one of the oldest ideas recorded in human history. Numerous philosophers, visionaries, and spiritual leaders have affirmed it is. Today, this idea has not only been accepted by an important branch of our scientific community, but the most prominent minds of our time affirm it is. I'm here to remind you that the three-dimensional reality that surrounds you is merely an illusion. It's a projection of your own consciousness. It's your creation. In simple words, this life is your dream. The illusion is the separation. The belief that we are just biological beings surviving in a biological world at mercy of uncontrollable forces and circumstances that have been shaping our lives and decisions for so long. At the fundamental level, we all are one, and we all come from the same single source. Pure ecstasy of creation, pure unconditional love. But the illusion that our spirit and consciousness exist within our body is just an awareness we have created as a result of the perspective from where we have been taught to see this reality. But our spirit does not literally inhabit our body. Our body is the extension of the spiritual beingness of who we truly are, of the pure consciousness that we are. Life is just a projection of our own consciousness. The universe is a hologram, a video game if you will. It's just an illusion, but as Einstein said, a very persistent one. You have to physically be born into flesh if you want to participate. I'm going to put it this way. When you're dreaming at night in your bed, you are the dreamer who doesn't know it's dreaming, right? And you could be dreaming that you're in the middle of this amazing forest, sitting on a table, having food and a conversation with people and friends. You can even have the experience of learning within the dream. But if I'm in the real world looking at you, dreaming in your bed, I can unquestionably declare that the forest, the table, your friends, what you're eating, even what you're learning, it's all you. It's all happening within your head. It's all just a projection of your own consciousness in order for you to be able to have the emotional, space-time experience that you're having within your night dream. Well, this reality is exactly the same, with the only difference that in order for you to play this game called physical life, you not only have to be born from a biological machine and embody a dense physical body, a work of art of the highest divinity, but you have to be willing to forget it all. Yes, your essence will always be present in your subconscious, but in this ultimate virtual reality, you have chosen to become a physical body, a biological machine, an avatar if you will, that is going to start from zero, born into flesh. It has to develop, to absorb, it's going to grow, to learn, and you're going to become the dreamer who doesn't know it's dreaming, walking a very dense illusionary reality in which you are going to think that you are a separate being, living and surviving inside a vast infinite universe that is just simply a mystery. This game of forgetfulness, this experiment called life on planet Earth, has been a very challenging one for spirit, a place where ego, fear, and survival of the fittest is the law of the land, a place where you will be free to choose to create heaven or to create hell. A playfield of pure survival is where we have evolved from. So no wonder why we still exhibit such primitive and conflict attitudes of separation, violence, confusion, war. But rejoice, because when you realize you're just dreaming in a dream, you're now lucid within the dream. You have realized you are the dreamer. You are the dream. You are now awake within the dream. A complete new dimension of consciousness, possibilities, and reality has come into play. And this analogy serves to show you how a simple change of perspective can bring a radical transformation of consciousness. And this is what Khonda Dance is really all about. Time to awake. At the fundamental level, we all are one, and we all come from the same single source. Call it God, Elohim, Allah, Krishna, Vishnu, Shiva, Waheguru, the Big Bang. It really does not matter. The name you have given to your God, the one you praise, basically depends on the culture you were born, the ideas you were fed, on the truths you have been giving yourself permission to believe. But life is your dream, and you are the God of your own dream. Time to wake up. So it's my joy to welcome you to Khonda Dance, which is much more than just a dance. It's a change of operational system. It's a new lifestyle, a magical flow. It's a celebration, is the awakening to a new paradigm in which we are remembering our true connection to the infinite, a radical transformation of consciousness ignited by a simple change of perspective. Life is a dream, one which will not only invite you to the attainment of your highest individual human potential, but one that will also provide you with a whole new sense of meaning, joy, and direction, while bringing tremendous positive repercussions to you and to all levels of society. So, Khonda Dance is all about a new perspective, where there is no religion or dogma to be followed. There is no church or no one to worship but yourself, whatever your beingness and natural vibration represents, who you truly are. Your uniqueness is the only temple that you have to explore and conquer, following what drives you, what excites you, your passions, to the best of your ability, because the sensation that we call joy, the sensation that we call excitement, bliss, love, is the frequency of the energy that represents our natural, true core original self. The time has come for us to take all of our power back and engage this life fully as conscious creators, without any kind of doubt or fear that clouds the creativity and joy that arises when we're being our true self and doing what we love with our life. You will function more wholly, more completely, recognizing a union and connection to everything that surrounds you. Life will not happen to you, but will happen through you. You will be a self-empowered, conscious creator full of compassion, creativity, joy, love, and self-expression. You will see in your life the power that is you, reflected back to you through the use of this perspective. And in radiating this frequency, you will be a reflection, a shining example for others to see what they can also be in their own expression. Being in Khonda is being awake. Okay, so it's time to simplify, because who are we kidding? It's a fact that our current approach towards religion, spirituality, and self-help, it's outdated and a very confusing one. The reason why the understanding of humanity's own spiritual nature has been so elusive to humankind is because we have been trying to understand and assimilate an infinite concept, our eternal nature, from a finite, third density linear space-time reality. From the perspective that existence depends on our body surviving inside a very dense universe in which we are constantly at mercy of uncontrollable forces and circumstances. This limited point of view has not only kept us locked in a fear-based survival mode, but also by forgetting our true connection with the infinite as beings of unconditional love, our ego mind has been the one running the whole show. And that has brought a lot of confusion, separation, doubt, anxiety, suffering, and pain. It's time to simplify. It's time for you to learn to see this reality from a different point of view. One that will automatically birth a tremendous shift in consciousness. One that will automatically invite you to change into a more holistic and efficient way of being. And that is what being in Khonda is all about. It's time for you to approach life from a fifth dimensional perspective, from the spirit perspective, where there is no empirical reality outside of you. It's all within your consciousness. And what we are constantly creating is the experience in our consciousness that is most reflective of the vibration on which we exist. That's it. It's simple. You are the dreamer. You are the dream. And you're in the middle of the most exhilarating adventure ever. You and yours to be. Being in Khonda is having a toolkit to navigate this reality in a powerful and gracious way, flowing into the perfect orchestration that everything is, revealing in its synchronicity while realizing that life is just a playground and we are here to manifest the life of our dreams. Being in Khonda is being awake. With the help of dynamic meditation, breathing techniques, body activations, meditational journeys, multimedia tools, dance and celebrations, the educational aspect of Khonda Dance is presented as a concise, simple, up-to-date perspective for experiential spiritual understanding, which is the process of making meaning from direct experience. Dynamic meditation is the heart of Khonda Dance. We have basically taken countless of techniques and different spiritual practices and simplified them into a new, straightforward, easy, and innovative way of dynamic meditation. A practice designed in perfect timing for the fast-paced 21st century individual of our society. Utilizing leading-edge hemispheric technology to induce effective brainwave synchronization, the transmissions are state-of-the-art meditational journeys which you can download directly from this website. These are the bulk of the spiritual educational aspect of Khonda Dance. It is through musical journeys, storylines, conscious guidance, affirmations, higher understanding, but most importantly, through personal experience. The transmissions are designed to help you start the process of extracting yourself from the matrix of survival, ego, fear, and limitation, to settle into a new operational system, one based on joy, excitement, interconnectedness, and pure positive integrative energy. The activations is where the actual link between entertainment and spirituality is presented. We have distilled and repackaged a wide range of different spiritual practices to create a very high energy workshop that activates mind, body, and spirit with the intention of creating a space for experiential spiritual understanding. In time, you will have the opportunity to attend these workshops in a gym or a health center near you. Throughout history, there has been many different techniques developed to seek spiritual awakening. Meditation is the most common one, but this kind of revelation can happen spontaneously, in moments of great joy, luminous sense of belonging, ecstasy, or deep appreciation and love. So, after the Khonda educational aspect has been delivered through dynamic meditations, transmissions, and activations, we're coming together in unified intention for the grand celebration of the awakening of human consciousness. And if this is the first time that you're visiting this page, well, the Peace Experiment is the place for you to begin to get familiar with this unique perspective. Life is a dream. Just scroll down, sign up, and you'll receive 4 videos and 2 very powerful free meditations that will assist you with the beginnings of this wonderful journey towards awakening. And if you have already participated on the Peace Experiment, go to the transmissions and download Your Life, Your Dream, which is really the beginning of this wonderful journey. So basically at the end, Khonda Dance is an invitation to a very special party. An invitation to share the knowledge, the intention, and experience a high frequency vibration where music, visuals, and live performance will steer your spirit and guide your imagination into the depths of your soul, with the intention of generating experiences of substantial and sustained personal meaning, positive transformation, and spiritual significance. So, get ready, because it's time to party our spirits awake.